If you're looking for a great story, this one is incomparable. Not only does a river run through it, the river runs backwards. This is the city that put up the first skyscraper and virtually redefined the 20th century urban landscape. No matter how you look at it, this is an American saga writ large. Chicago's growth took almost everyone by surprise, and it will take your breath away when you see it by water.
One thing that makes Chicago so appealing is the fact that the river does run through it. So the buildings are spaced very nicely.
Here's this narrow, sheltered river with all these magnificent buildings, almost so close to the boat that you could reach out and touch them.
Having a tour from the river is a totally different perspective than from being on a bus or being on a car or just walking by.
You're going to travel down through one of the greatest mixes of modern architectural styles, just sort of almost as though somebody deliberately said, let's arrange these in a very effective manner.
You're looking at some of the most interesting architecture in the world, and you have the ultimate urban experience. You're on a boat in the river, and you see an elevated go overhead. You can't have that experience anywhere else in the world.
Chicago is a legendary city with a legendary resume. The Great Fire, the L Train, the birthplace of modern architecture. And there's no better person to teach you that than a docent on the Chicago line. Critics say that if you have only 2 hours in Chicago, this is how to spend it.
Docent means teacher or tour guide. The whole point is to teach people something.
I've had people tell me I've been to Chicago 3 to 4 times. I know what I've seen. Now I understand what I was seeing.
The credibility for Chicago Line cruises comes down to the fact that we have great tour guides.
Most of the guides have a background in history or in art or architecture.
To book your exciting trip on the Chicago Line, you can call 312-527-2002. Go online to chicagoline.com or ask your hotel concierge.
The Chicago Line Tour is located on Ogden Slip, which is another part of Chicago history. We're 2 blocks from Navy Pier.
And with the spire going up right across from us on Ogden Slip, I don't think we could ask for a greater location.
I would encourage anyone who's interested in the city, in architecture, in water travel, to see the city this way.
You're going to be getting some history, you're going to be getting some architecture, you're going to understand a bit of the characters of Chicago.
You're going to see Chicago and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to get a nice ride through a beautiful city.
Sail with us and discover the city that redefines cities.